Hey there, Jody here, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving a spoiler review on the latest book that I read. So in my spoiler reviews, I go over certain things, such as what the book is about, if I've read from this author before or not, my thoughts on the book, my star rating, if this is a book I would recommend reading, as well as on occasion letting you know if the book I'm reviewing has been or is going to be adapted. So without any further ado, let's get on to today's spoiler-free book review, and that, my friends, will be for the book The Better Sister by Alafair Burke. So The Better Sister is about two sisters named Chloe and Nikki. Growing up, Chloe and Nikki were very close, but over time, the two sisters slowly drifted apart. After college, Chloe moved to New York City to pursue a career in journalism, while Nikki stayed back in their hometown in Ohio. It's there where Nikki meets Adam, a lawyer whom she later goes on to marry and have a child with. Flash forward to 15 years later, where now Chloe is married to Nikki's ex-husband Adam, and the two are raising Nikki and Adam's son Ethan together in New York City. Professionally, Chloe and Adam are at the height of their careers, with Chloe running a very high-profile magazine and Adam working at one of the most prestigious law firms in the city. Despite their high-profile careers, Chloe and Adam live a very quiet and simple life. But that all changes one day when Chloe comes home to find Adam dead, covered in blood. Soon enough, the police are involved in trying to solve Adam's murder, and after going over the evidence, the detectives on the case seem to think that it wasn't just some random stranger who killed Adam, but someone very close to Adam who wanted him dead. So this is the first book by Alafair Burke that I read, and I'm definitely interested in reading more from this author. The next book by this author that I would want to read would be their latest release called The Note, although since I don't currently have that book, I have no idea when I'll get around to reading it. So now for my thoughts on the book. To start off, I really like this book, and now I'll go on and talk about what I liked about it. One of the things that I really liked were the characters. I've said this before in a previous review, but when it comes to the mystery thriller genre, I find that characters seem to be written in one of two ways. One, the characters are written in a one-dimensional way because the point of the book is less about the characters and more about the characters moving the plot of the story forward. Or two, the characters are very well written and are just as important to the story as the story itself, and both rely on each other to help move the story forward. The Better Sister is a mystery thriller where the characters are fully fleshed out, are very three-dimensional, and are written very well. Throughout the book, you really got to know the characters and got a deep understanding of who they are, what they've been through, and the lives they live. Another thing I thought was well done were the twists and turns. The Better Sister is a story that goes at what I would call somewhat of a slow pace, and scattered here and there throughout the story are the twists and turns. When the twists and turns were revealed, they were done in a way where you didn't know a twist or turn was coming, shocking you and catching you completely off guard time and time again. The last thing I thought was well done was the courtroom portion of the story. A good portion of the story centers around the trial for who killed Adam, and portrayed what it might be like to live through a trial. The waiting around, how things at the end of the day are ultimately out of your hands, and all the anxiety and nerves one feels of not knowing what's going to happen next. The author of the book is a law professor, and their expertise and knowledge in this field definitely came through when it came to this part of the story. So those are my thoughts on the book. Now for my star rating. So I really like this mystery thriller. I thought it was incredibly well written, along with having characters and a story in it that I won't soon forget. With all that being said, my star rating for The Better Sister was 5 stars. So now for Is This a Book I Would Recommend Reading? Before I get to my recommendation, I just want to go over two things about the book, just to give you a little more insight into what kind of mystery thriller The Better Sister is. One, like I mentioned earlier in my review, The Better Sister is what I would call a fast-paced mystery thriller. I know not everyone is probably a fan of slow-paced stories, so I just thought I'd put that out there once again, that this is a mystery thriller that is not a fast-paced one. Two, there are mystery thrillers that are fun, ridiculous, and over the top, and then there are mystery thrillers that have more of a serious tone. The Better Sister is a mystery thriller that very much has a dark and serious tone to it, as the story in the book deals with some very heavy topics. So now for my recommendation, which is that I would say if you're looking for a mystery thriller to read with complex characters and a story with twists and turns that you don't see coming, I would highly recommend The Better Sister by Alafair Burke. So before I end today's video, I always like to point out whenever I'm reviewing a book on my channel if it's a book that has been or is going to be adapted. So The Better Sister was adapted into a television series that's currently on Amazon Prime. The show consists of 8 episodes and stars Jessica Biel as Chloe, Elizabeth Banks as Nikki, and Corey Stoll as Adam. I actually finished reading the book the day after the show started and have since watched the adaptation. And I definitely plan on reviewing the show on my channel at some point, but I just want to wait until I've watched a few other book adaptations of books that I've read recently, and then at that point I'll do like a wrap-up of all the book adaptations that I've seen in the last few months. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope I helped you discover a new book today along the way as well, and until next time, bye!